About 10 years ago, one of the partners at my law firm, McGlinchey Stafford, asked me to become a volunteer, which the Community Partnership Division, which visited the various agencies that were partners with the United Way. Along the way, I learned a lot about how we take care of those who can't take care of themselves, how we feed the hungry and house the homeless, and do various things, and how the agencies help children. In 2006, I had triplets. Peter Henry, Caitlin, and Samantha. Samantha was the smallest. She was born first. She developed apnea, which is a breathing problem, and several times during the course of the first 2 months of her life, she stopped breathing. The doctors let us know that they were concerned that Samantha may have some developmental delays. During the first year and a half of her life, my wife Deanna and I noticed some of these delays because she wasn't able to speak or communicate with us really in any way, shape, or form except my crying. Luckily, I had been with the United Way and had visited many of our agencies, and I was able to realize there were people in this community that could help her. At that time, the CEO, Melissa Juneau, and the president of the Board of Speech and Hearing said, you really ought to bring her here and see if she is the type of child and we have the programs that would help her. I was deeply touched by their concern about one small 2-year-old child in Baton Rouge. So at that point, we brought her in and they started her on the absolutely amazing course she's on now. And Samantha's been going to speech and hearing now for about a year, where they work on her cognitive skills and her speech and her development, and she's made fantastic progress. Now, I've always been a pretty tough guy, or at least I thought of myself as a pretty tough guy. I graduated from West Point. I spent 9 years in the Army. But at that particular moment, when I was standing in my kitchen on one Saturday afternoon, and Samantha came up to me and told me that she wanted cookies for her snack, it was just one of those moments that brought tears to my eyes. To hear your little girl, for the first time in her life, talk to you was absolutely amazing. That is really the story of Jay O'Brien and his little girl Samantha, and how one agency has just changed their lives.